Hey everyone, it's Maldonado. Today I will be using the November main kit from 2022, the Pocket Life kit, and the Color Extravaganza kit. And this is the layout that I'll be creating for you. I started with choosing my background paper. My assignment for today was mixing blue and green. I could have chose red and pink, but I wanted to do something a little more boyish in color, so I chose blues and greens. And I just took a couple of colorful, or I picked out all the colors from the paper pads, all of the papers I could find that were green, blues, and mixed and matched, and just cut small stripes. So maybe the patterns don't quite work, but in small stripes, they absolutely do. And I had a black piece of extra, random cardstock that I used here too, because another part of the assignment was to highlight black and white items, or to add black and white items. So I used my grid mat here, as you see, to make sure everything was lined up straight, because I would be very annoyed if things were off kilter a little bit. So I used a pencil. So I know that that's where my clump of stitching is going to go. And I wanted to use one of the stamp sets that come in the November kit. So, or are an additional purchase to the November kit. I treated my stamp like I see many people do. I'm not sure if that makes a difference, but I didn't press very hard or make sure that it was a clean stamp. I wanted this to be random. I didn't care about missing spaces. I didn't care if things overlapped much. Although I do get a piece of paper out of my trash can, and I do create a mask with that, or block some of it so it didn't quite overlay everything exactly, or lay on top of each other. So it's a little bit cleaner, masking off some of the inking that I'm going to do. You can see how I stamped probably, I don't know, maybe a good 10 times. And those pencil lines help me figure out where my strips are going to go and where I'm going to want my stamping to be. So here's the photo strip that I'm using. My boy is in green, so this layout of being blue and green with black and white accents is perfect. And I do, of course, prop everything up on foam tape. I, again, should own stock in Scotch, or maybe they should just send me some 3M or 3M Scotch. It doesn't matter. I'll take all the foam tape, any foam tape people want to give me. So I am going to highlight the stars that are available in November. I've also picked off a few random puffy stickers, not very many. And then I also used the Santa Claus, and I believe that's from the Pocket Life kit, but I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to look back. So the black and white pieces that I'm going to use are going to be those trees from that piece that you just saw a second ago. I didn't want the Santa bag. We are using Santa props in the photos, so I wanted Santa on here. And because I use one piece of red, later on I do bring in a triangle of red and use 3 pieces of red. I do use the family puffy sticker here, as you see, and I add a couple of the other puffy stickers throughout my layout. So we went to the Scottish Rite Christmas tree Christmas party back in 2016, and they had a photo booth set up, and I have so many photos from that day. I know I have documented some of them, but if I have duplicates of everything. So if I had a duplicate, I knew I hadn't documented it yet. So this will go in my album from 2016, and it's kind of fun because now all of this really cool product will be, when you're looking through my albums, will be back in 2016. Yet it's not designed or created until 22. So that's, gosh, 6 years ago that we went here. Oh, and they also had a super cool candy buffet for the kids to help themselves, with little bowls and bags for them to fill up. So anyway, back to the project. I am using a whole bunch of the puffy stickers from this sheet that you see. I add a bunch of the stars and the circles that are color coordinating as well. And if you look at the layout, right here is where you can see the triangle of 3 different reds: a star, the Santa, and the long puffy strip. The stickles you see here are included in the Color Extravaganza kit, and that's the only piece I used from that kit, but I love it. And you can't really see it, it's not too bright, but you'll be able to see it in the close-ups I'm about to share with you. So If you want more detail about this Hit Kit Club, you can look down in the comments. Everything is down there. I'm happy that you joined me today, and I'll see you again later on this month. Oh, no, it's the end of the month. I'll see you in December. Thank you.